온기가 떠는 도자기 찻잔 위
This is quite possibly the best tea in Paris.
Oh, you say that about every cafe. But I must admit.
아스라히 남은 그날의 흔적. 지워지지 않는 기억을 품은 채 우리의 청춘은 아직도 이 차가운 잔 속에 고여 있습니다.
This is the perfect day.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
A ceramic cup is sitting cold upon the wooden oak, surrounded by the drifting rings of faint and fading smoke. The dark brown coffee inside holds the shadow of your face, reminding me of quiet hours in this cozy, simple place. I touch the handle softly where your fingers used to rest, and feel the heavy sadness settling deep inside my chest. A tiny trace of red remains upon the porcelain rim, like memories of our summer days that now grow faint and dim. I hear the autumn wind outside blow through the naked trees, carrying our forgotten dreams upon the icy breeze. The acoustic guitar gently weeping through the quiet room, echoing my lonely heart trapped in the afternoon gloom. The steam has vanished in the air, the warmth is fully gone, leaving two heartbroken souls to face the coming dawn. Oh, look at the cold coffee cup left sitting in the shade, holding all the bitter memories that will never fade. 70s tender sorrow and an 80s velvet touch, the saddest love that paid a price for loving far too much. We spent our youth imagining a path where peace would grow, and now we're left with heavy hearts that move so cold and slow. The cafe door is closing now, the afternoon turns dim. The table's cold, the steam is lost, the sweetness turns to gall. Don't say it was a mistake, don't say it was a dream. Our love was like a mountain flower floating down a stream, a lullaby for broken hearts and unfulfilled golden rings. A chilly breath escapes into the quiet cafe air, leaving nothing on the table but a weight of silent care. Oh, look at the cold coffee cup left sitting in the shade, holding all the bitter memories that will never fade. 70s tender sorrow and an 80s velvet touch, the saddest love that paid a price for loving far too much. We spent our youth imagining a path where peace would grow, A silver pocket watch is resting heavy in my hand. Its frozen hands are stuck upon a time we didn't plan. The tiny gears have lost their rhythm, spinning no more gold. Like every story of our youth that time has rendered cold. I wind the spring with gentle touch, but nothing starts to move, anchoring my heavy heart inside this silent groove. The midnight hour standing still upon the dusty glass, refusing all the gentle years that slowly try to pass. I remember when you gave it under autumn's amber light, promising a love that would outshine the darkest night.
The organ hums a steady, melancholic, quiet prayer for two lost lovers caught inside a trap of deep despair.
The second hand will never turn. The pendulum is dead, drowning out the sweet confessions that we left unsaid. Oh, look at the broken pocket watch that holds our frozen time, dying with the silent echo of a forgotten chime.
70s deep devotion,
masterpiece of unrequited pain.
we try to build a sanctuary
where the hours couldn't flow,
and now we're left with memories moving heavy and slow. The glass is cracked, the silver tarnished, graying in the shade.
The ticking stops, the silence reigns.
The story comes to end. Don't say the wheels will turn again when sunny days arrive. This frozen mechanism is the reason we survive.
The lo-fi texture thickens as the tape deck runs so thin, showing us the lonely place where ending lines begin.
A crystalline sigh escapes into the freezing midnight air,
leaving nothing in our hands but heavy, cold despair. Oh, look at the broken pocket watch that holds our frozen time, dying with the silent echo of a forgotten chime.
70s deep devotion
And an 80s glassy rain, the most tragic masterpiece of unrequited pain.
we try to build a sanctuary
where the hours couldn't flow,
and now we're left with memories
moving heavy and slow. The time stands still
on this cold hill.
The watch is quiet forever in the winter chill. plastic tape is resting deep inside a dusty drawer, holding quiet melodies that we don't sing no more.
The brown magnetic ribbon holds the echo of your voice, recalling all the tender days when loving was a choice. I push the play button down with a trembling heavy thumb and listen to the ghost of joy that leaves my spirit numb. The music warbles softly through the old and squeaky speaker, making every fragile hope inside my chest grow weaker. I hear myself laughing beside your
Gentle strumming hand
in a distant golden summer that we failed to understand.
The synth pads float around me like a sad, forgotten dream, drowning out the reality that tears us at the seam.
The magnetic tape is stretched and thin, the pitch begins to bend, signaling the bitter truth that all good things must end.
Oh, listen to the dusty tape that plays our bittersweet song, spinning in the quiet dark where broken hearts belong.
70s warm nostalgia and an 80s glassy rain,
The most poetic tragedy of unforgotten pain.
we recorded
Promises beneath the midnight sky, and now we're left with tape hiss and a final cold goodbye.
The spool is turning slowly now, the sound begins to fade.
The ribbon snaps, the music stops,
The silence
takes control.
Don't say we can rewind the track to where it all began. Some tapes are worn too heavily by time's relentless hand.
The lo-fi texture thickens as the background static grows, revealing all the sorrow that a lonely spirit knows.
A crystalline sigh escapes into the cold and midnight air, leaving nothing on the tape but silent, heavy care.
Oh, listen to the dusty tape that plays our bittersweet song, spinning in the quiet dark where broken hearts belong.
70s warm nostalgia and an 80s glassy rain,
The most poetic tragedy
of unforgotten pain.
we recorded promises beneath the midnight sky, and now we're left with tape hiss and a final cold goodbye. The tape winds down,
In shadows brown,
the final song dissolves away without a single sound.
a heavy piece of brass is resting cold inside my coat, reading like a silent line within a farewell note. It used to turn the heavy lock where we would find our home. Now it's just a useless wait as I walk out alone. The brass is dull and tarnished from the years that swept away, leaving me with chilly shadows of our yesterday. I stare at my own matching key upon the wooden shelf, a tiny piece of memory I keep unto myself. The door it used to open is now locked forevermore, bearing us from all the warmth we shared inside before. The organ hums a steady, mournful prayer inside my room, while I sit trapped within this quiet, suffocating gloom. The lock will never click again, the threshold is so cold, leaving both our weary hearts outside the velvet fold. Oh, look at the solitary key that locks our precious past, holding tight to memories that were never meant to last. 70s deep wisdom and an 80s neon blue, the saddest song of broken homes sung by me and you. We carved a peaceful shelter where our young love used to bloom, and now we're left with useless brass inside a darkened room. The key is cold, the door is closed, the hallway turns to gray. The metal rusts, the latch is tight, the magic fully ends. Don't say another door will open when the spring returns. This heavy key is heavy with the bridges that it burns. The tape saturation deepens as the vintage reverb swells. An icy breath escapes into the stormy winter air, leaving nothing in our hands but heavy, cold despair. Oh, look at the solitary key that locks our precious past, holding tight to memories that were never meant to last. 70s deep wisdom and an 80s neon blue, the saddest song of broken homes sung by me and you. We carved a peaceful shelter where our young love used to bloom, and now we're left with useless brass inside a darkened room. The key remains in heavy chain, the door stays closed forevermore in bitter winter rains. The corner street lamp sits in dark beneath the midnight sky, no longer casting yellow light to watch our sweet goodbye. I stand beneath its rusting post where we once used to wait, regretting all the quiet words I spoke a bit too late. The chilly wind blows through the street and whispers in my ear, reminding me of every single line you held so dear. I watch the dark corner from my balcony above, remembering the gentle warmth of our young, fragile love. The shadows fill the space where we once stood in sweet embrace, leaving only cold regret upon my tear-stained face. The saxophone plays softly through the quiet, misty air, echoing the heavy weight of my unanswered prayer. The bulb is dark, the glass is cracked, the night is long and deep, drowning out the gentle vows we promised we would keep. Oh, look at the unlit street lamp standing in the freezing gloom, watching over broken dreams inside their silent tomb. 70s deep longing and an 80s glassy sheen, the most sorrowful romance that eyes have ever seen. We built our little world beneath the flickering yellow light, and now we're left with darkness falling heavy in the night. The post is cold, the shadows stretch, the avenue turns gray. The glass is dark, the light is gone, the story fades away. Don't say the light will shine again to guide us back once more. This corner is a lonely place with an unopening door, a lullaby for shattered vows and lost engagement rings. A crystalline sigh escapes into the freezing midnight air, leaving nothing on the street but silent, heavy care. Oh, look at the unlit street lamp standing in the freezing gloom, watching over broken dreams inside their silent tomb. 70s deep longing and an 80s glassy sheen, the most sorrowful romance that eyes have ever seen. We built our little world beneath the flickering yellow light, and now we're left with darkness falling heavy in the night. The lamp stays dark, no lingering spark, the streetlight keeps our secrets buried in the quiet park. Underneath the wooden eaves of this abandoned stop, a rusting clock hangs quietly, its pendulum asleep. His black hands point to 3:05, the moment that you left, leaving my devoted heart broken and bereft. The platform wood is rotting down beneath the winter snow,
marking where we said goodbye a long, long time ago. I remember standing here beneath the station sign, praying that your distant heart would stay forever mine. Now the tracks are covered deep with weeds and frozen rust, and all the promises we made have turned to yellow dust.
The organ hums a steady mournful prayer across the track,
knowing that the train of youth will never carry back.
The rails are red with heavy rust, the station gates are closed, leaving both our aching hearts to suffer exposed. Oh, look at the rusting clock upon the station wall, trapped inside the frozen time where heavy snowdrops fall. 70s deep wisdom and an 80s misty blue, the saddest song of abandoned train stops sung by me and you. We waited for a train that brought a future bright and clear, and now we're left with rusting hands and many a bitter tear. The hands are still, the pendulum dead, the roof is gray and old.
The rust spreads out, the station falls, the story fades away.
Don't say another train will roll along this abandoned line. This station is a monument to what was yours and mine. The tape saturation swells as the vintage reverb deepens, as every memory of our youth with quiet sorrow steepens. A crystalline sigh escapes into the freezing morning air, leaving nothing at the station but heavy cold despair. Oh, look at the rusting clock upon the station wall, trapped inside the frozen time where heavy snowdrops fall. 70s deep wisdom and an 80s misty blue, the saddest song of abandoned train stops sung by me and you. We waited for a train that brought a future bright and clear, and now we're left with rusting hands and many a bitter tear.
The clock stands still
on this dark hill,
the old station sleeps
forever in the winter chill.
The radio dial is turning through the midnight static air, searching for the melodies that we once used to share. The glowing orange frequency is flickering in the dark, failing to connect us to our long-lost gentle spark. I turn the knob so slowly, but the white noise only grows, echoing the bitter truth that every heart now knows. The speaker hums a lonely tone upon the bedside table small, drowning out the shadow of your memory on the wall. I hear a faint forgotten song beneath the static hiss, reminding me of sweet romance and everything I miss. The synth pads float like winter mist across the silent room, trapping both our weary souls inside this heavy gloom. The signal fades into the night, the music turns to air, leaving both our aching hearts stranded in despair. Oh, listen to the static noise upon the radio dial, drowning out the memories that kept us for a while. 70s warm yearning and an 80s glassy sheen, the most tragic song of silence that the world has ever seen. We searched for sweet harmony across the airways blue, and now we're left with static hiss and tears from me and you.
The signal cuts, the speaker dies, the frequency is lost. The dial stops, the noise remains, the story comes to end. Don't say the airwaves will align when morning light appears. The static is the sound of time built up over the years. The tape deck runs a slow decay, the lo-fi texture blurs the silhouette of two young dreamers that we once both were. A crystalline sigh escapes into the cold and midnight air, leaving nothing on the dial but heavy, cold despair. Oh, listen to the static noise upon the radio dial, drowning out the memories that kept us for a while. 70s warm yearning and an 80s glassy sheen, the most tragic song of silence that the world has ever seen. We searched for sweet harmony across the airwaves blue, and now we're left with static hiss and tears from me and you. The signal dies in dark midnight skies, the radio table is spinning round upon the wooden chest. The steel needle gets trapped inside a groove that knows no rest. It repeats the same sad chord over and over in the room, anchoring my heavy heart to this familiar gloom.
I lift the arm so gently, but my hand begins to shake, knowing that this broken song is more than I can take.
The black vinyl holds the scratch where our sweet story bled, echoing the final bitter words that you softly said.
The needle skips and stutters like a heartbeat full of fear, calling back the ghost of love that I held so dear.
The Rhodes piano plays a line of melancholy grace, reflecting all the sorrow written deeply on my face.
The groove is cut too deeply now, the song can never play, trapping both our tender souls inside our yesterday. Oh, look at the needle skipping on the scratched black groove, trapped inside a painful place where nothing more can move. 70s deep devotion and an 80s misty blue, the saddest song a repetition sung by me and you.
We try to play a symphony of everlasting grace, and now we're left with skipping notes inside an empty space. The record spins, the needle skips, the song will never end.
The music stops, the silence falls, the magic fully fades.
Don't say the record will play smooth if we just turn the page. A scratch was carved by bitter tears upon our youth's sweet stage. The tape saturation deepens as the lo-fi textures, echoing the mournful chime of distant parting bells.
The icy breath is drifting out into the stormy air,
leaving nothing on the record but silent, heavy care.
Oh, look at the needle skipping on the scratched black groove, trapped inside a painful place where nothing more can move. 70s deep devotion and an 80s misty blue, the saddest song of repetition sung by me and you. We try to play a symphony of everlasting grace, and now we're left with skipping notes inside an empty space.
The record turns,
The candle burns,
the skipping needle
holds the grief that lovers never learn.
A silk scarf is resting pale upon the wooden chair, holding faint traces of your scent inside its weave so fair. The soft cloth slides between my hands just like a liquid dream, reminding me how fragile love can tear along the seam. I hold it to my cheek and feel the chill of empty space, wishing for
the gentle warmth of your remembered face. I left that scarf behind the night I walked into the rain, hoping it might comfort you and ease your bitter pain.
Now it sits alone and cold within your quiet room, a sad reminder of a flower that will never bloom.
The synth pads float around us like a melancholy cloud, wrapping all our sweet memories inside a silent shroud.
The silk is cold, the fragrance dies, the room is still and dark, leaving both our weary hearts
Without a single spark. Oh, look at the silk scarf lying cold upon the seat, holding on to gentle warmth that we no longer need. 70s pure longing and an 80s glassy sheen, the saddest love story that the world has ever seen. We wrapped our young romance inside a delicate embrace, and now we're left with cold silk in a dark and empty place.
The fabric fades, the scent is gone, the chair is cold and bare.
The cloth drops down, the warmth recedes, the magic comes to end.
Don't say another warm embrace will thaw this winter chill.
The scarf is a reminder of a love that's standing still.
The tape deck runs its slow decay
The lo-fi texture thickens
as every breath within the room
with quiet sorrow quickens.
a icy breath is drifting out into the stormy air.
Leaving nothing on the chair but silent, heavy care. Oh, look at the silk scarf lying cold upon the seat, holding on to gentle warmth that we no longer need. 70s pure longing and an 80s glassy sheen, the saddest love story that the world has ever seen. We wrapped our young romance inside a delicate embrace, and now we're left with cold silk in a dark and empty place. The scarf lies still in winter chill, the lingering fragrance fades away upon the windowsill.
A yellowed page is hanging still upon the dusty wall, refusing all the autumn leaves that slowly start to fall. The faded numbers stare at me and lock me in the past, reminding me of every single promise that didn't last. I traced the line where you wrote down a simple little vow, and wonder where your gentle heart is softly resting now.
The winter frost is creeping near the quiet window pane and sweeping out the lingering traces of your sweet refrain. My shivering hand reaches out to turn the heavy sheet, but memories of your tender voice still make my spirit bleed.
The calendar is frozen in the month you walked away, leaving me with hopeless prayers that linger day by day. The clock keeps ticking forward, but our hearts are staying behind, trapped inside the painful shadows of a love so blind. Oh, look at the unturned page that holds our lost parade, fading in the bitter cold where all our dreams were made. A 70s deep sorrow and an 80s classy rain, the most poetic tragedy of unspoken silent pain. We tried to build a sanctuary time could never touch. Now we are left with empty hands that cared a bit too much. The leaves outside have turned to dust upon the frozen street. The ink is dry, the paper tears, the chapter comes to end. Don't say the spring will come again to heal this broken chest. This frozen page is where my weary soul will take its rest. The tape is running slowly as the lo-fi texture blurs the silhouette of two young dreamers that we once both were. A heavy sigh escapes into the dark midnight air, leaving nothing in the room but cold and silent care. Oh, look at the unturned page that holds our lost parade, fading in the bitter cold where all our dreams were made. A 70s deep sorrow and an 80s glassy rain, the most poetic tragedy of unspoken silent pain. We tried to build a sanctuary time could never touch. Now we are left with empty hands that cared a bit too much. The month remains bound in these chains. The time stands still forevermore in rain. I opened up an old poetry book upon a rainy day and found a withered red petal that time had turned to gray. Its fragile edges crumbled down beneath my cautious touch, reminding me of young romance that cost us far too much. The ink upon the printed page is stained with faded red, echoing the loving words that we once softly said. I remember when you placed the bloom between the pages tight,
promising a summer sun that would outburn the night.
Now all the sweet poetic lines have lost their golden bloom,
trapping all my quiet sighs inside this dusty room.
The organ hums a mournful note beneath the ceiling high,
for two hearts that were forced to say a premature goodbye.
the petals turn to dusty air, the fragrance is long gone,
leaving two heartbroken souls to face the coming dawn.
oh look at the dry
Flower crumbling in the book, dying in the quiet corner where nobody will look.
70s
Pure wisdom and an 80s glassy sheen, the most tragic poetry that eyes have ever seen.
We spent our youth
Writing vows upon the summer breeze, and now we're left with empty pages falling like dead leaves.
The spine is split, the paper tears, the crimson turns to dust.
The book is closed,
The book is closed, the shelf is cold, the magic fully ends. Don't say that flowers bloom again when winter melts away.
this petal was the only warmth that cheered my darkest day.
The tape is running thin and old,
The lo-fi texture deepens as every word upon the page with quiet sorrow quickens.
a crystalline sigh escapes into the freezing midnight air,
Leaving nothing in the book but heavy, cold despair. Oh, look at the dry flower crumbling in the book, dying in the quiet corner where nobody will look. 70s pure wisdom and an 80s glassy sheen, the most tragic poetry that eyes have ever seen. We spent our youth writing vows upon the summer breeze, and now we're left with empty pages falling like dead leaves.
the petals fade,
In dusty shade,
the poem ends forever.
where our young vows decayed.
An antique mirror sitting on the vanity table small, reflecting shattered shadows resting on the bedroom wall. A sharp spiderweb crack runs straight across the silvered frame, splitting our united vision in this silent game.
I trace the fractured line with trembling fingers cold and pale, listening to the wind outside that tells a tragic tale.
I look into the
Glass and see our faces torn apart, a bitter physical picture of a deeply broken heart.
The reflection cannot hold the gentle warmth we used to share,
leaving only fragmented tears inside the chilly air.
The Rhodes piano plays a chord of melancholy grace, mirroring the sorrow written on my hidden face. The silver glass is ruined now, the image will not mend, signaling the bitter truth that all sweet dreams must end. Oh, look at the cracked tin mirror holding broken dreams, tearing our young romance apart along the jagged seams. 70s warm yearning and an 80s glassy rain, the most poetic tragedy of unforgotten pain. We try to see a future in a clear and crystal glass, and now we watch the sharp reflection crumble down and pass. The glass breaks further in the shade, the silver fades away. The reflection splits, the glass turns cold, the magic comes to end. Don't say that we can piece together what was shattered deep. Some scars are meant to stay inside the secrets that we keep. The tape deck runs its slow decay, the lo-fi texture blurs the outline of the happy dreamers that we once both were. A crystalline sigh escapes into the freezing midnight air, leaving nothing in the mirror but heavy, cold despair. Oh, look at the cracked tin mirror holding broken dreams, tearing our young romance apart along the jagged seams. 70s warm yearning and an 80s glassy rain, the most poetic tragedy of unforgotten pain. We try to see a future in a clear and crystal glass, and now we watch the sharp reflection crumble down and pass. The glass stays cracked, no turning back. The broken mirror holds our grief in shadows cold and black. Underneath the eaves, a glass chime hangs so still and pale, swaying in the icy whisper of a winter gale. Its tiny clapper sways around, but makes no clear bell sound, casting silent, shivering shadows on the frozen ground. I watch it dance against the gray, devoid of any chime, recalling how our voices faded softly over time. I remember summer nights when that small chime would ring, playing gentle melodies that love alone could bring. Now the wind blows harsh and cold, but silence fills the air, leaving only phantom notes within my dark despair. The Hammond organ hums a steady, mournful, quiet tone,
for two lovers who must face the freezing night alone.
The glass is cold, the string is thin, the music will not rise,
drowning out the fragile beauty of our sweet goodbyes. Oh, look at the silent wind chime dancing in the freezing air, swaying in the lonely shadows of a quiet prayer. 70s warm yearning and an 80s glassy sheen, the most poetic tragedy that eyes have ever seen. We hung our fragile wishes where the summer breezes blew, and now we watch the silent glass mourning me and you.
The glass is still, the thread gives way, the porch turns cold and bare,
The chime stays mute,
the wind moves on,
the story comes to end.
Don't say the spring will blow again to bring the bellet's voice. The silence is a heavy path where we don't have a choice.
The tape saturation deepens as the lo-fi texture swells. A crystalline sigh escapes into the freezing midnight air, leaving nothing on the eaves but silent, heavy care. Oh, look at the silent wind chime dancing in the freezing air, swaying in the lonely shadows of a quiet prayer. 70s warm yearning and an 80s glassy sheen, the most poetic tragedy that eyes have ever seen. We hung our fragile wishes where the summer breezes blew, and now we watch the silent glass mourning me and you. The chimes stay still in winter chill, the silent glass falls quiet on the icy windowsill.
The street lamp casts a lonely glow upon the pavement wet, reflecting all the bitter tears and words of deep regret. My heavy boots are sinking down into the muddy track, knowing that I have no strength to ever turn me back. The rain is washing out the path we walked when love was young, silencing the melodies that we had proudly sung.
I watch you from the doorway as your shadow disappears, drowning out my silent cries and hidden bitter tears. Your footprints in the water puddle slowly blur and fade, erasing every beautiful promise that we once made.
The organ hums a mournful sound inside my chest so tight, for two lost wanderers walking through the endless night. The raindrops fall like shattered glass upon the cobblestone, leaving both our aching hearts to suffer all alone. Oh, see the fading footprints drowning underneath the rain, washing away the golden days and leaving only pain. 70s deep yearning and an 80s misty blue, the saddest song the world has heard, sung by me and you. We searched for endless sunshine in a cold and storm-filled sky, and now we're left with nothing but a bittersweet goodbye. The alleyway is silent now, the street lamp flickers low, the water flows, the traces die, the darkness settles in. Don't tell me time will wash away the scars inside my mind. Some wounds are carved too deep within the hearts we left behind. The lo-fi rain keeps falling down the tape's serration swells, echoing the painful tolling of the parting bells. I see breath is drifting out into the stormy night, leaving our forgotten love without a single light. Oh, see the fading footprints drowning underneath the rain, washing away the golden days and leaving only pain. 70s deep yearning and an 80s misty blue, the saddest song the world has heard, sung by me and you. We searched for endless sunshine in a cold and storm-filled sky, and now we're left with nothing but a bittersweet goodbye. The rain will fall, shadows will crawl, our footprints vanish in the dark night wall. The engine hums ahead beneath the wooden floor, as we sit across in silence near the carriage door. The ticket in my trembling hand is valid for one way, carrying me far from where your gentle memories stay. The streetlights pass like distant stars through foggy window glass, signaling the painful truth that our sweet youth must pass.
Your eyes are looking down into the darkness of the night, avoiding every tender glance beneath the dim coach light. The unspoken confessions hang like smoke inside the air, smothering the tiny sparks of hope we used to share.
The road's piano plays a chord of melancholy grace as distance grows between us in this cold and moving place.
The iron rails are pulling us apart into the dark,
leaving behind the quiet station and our final spark. Oh, listen to the last train rolling through the midnight gloom, carrying our tragic love toward its silent tomb. 70s deep wisdom and an 80s neon glow, the most sorrowful journey that two lovers could ever know. We planned a distant shelter where our weary souls could dwell, and now we're left with nothing but a final train farewell. The station platforms disappear, the city turns to gray.
The steam escapes, the iron groans, the magic fades away.
Don't say we'll meet again somewhere when sunny days return. This track is built on ashes of the bridges that we burned. The tape hiss grows much thicker now, the analog sound blurs the memories of the happy lovers that we once both were. A crystalline sigh shatters through the chilly train car air, leaving nothing in our hearts but heavy, cold despair. Oh, listen to the last train rolling through the midnight gloom, carrying our tragic love toward its silent tomb. 70s deep wisdom and an 80s neon glow, the most sorrowful journey that two lovers could ever know. We planned a distant shelter where our weary souls could dwell, and now we're left with nothing but a final train farewell. The train rolls on, the night is gone, The night is gone,
the final destination leaves us stranded and alone. Hidden in the bottom of my heavy wooden desk rests a piece of folded paper, weathered and grotesque. The ink has turned a faded brown upon the yellowed sheet containing all the unspoken words I was too afraid to speak. I wrote your name 1,000 times beneath the midnight sun, regretting every single thing that I had left undone. I find the letter years too late, reading through the silent prayers that never reached your lips. Your narrative voice is echoing inside this empty room, like a phantom whispering through the shadows and the gloom. The organ hums a steady prayer of sorrow and grace for two lovers who lost their way inside a lonely place. The envelope was never sealed, the stamp was never placed, leaving all our precious hopes forevermore erased. Oh, read the unsent letter that was buried in the dark, dying like a lonely solitary forgotten spark. 70s deep devotion and an 80s glassy sheen, the most heartbreaking story that the world has ever seen. We spent our youth constructing words we never got to say, and now we're left with silent tears that rain upon today. The paper shakes inside my hands, the ink begins to blur, the drawer closes softly now, the story comes to end. Don't say it was in vain, don't say we failed to try. Some loves are meant to live beneath the dark and silent sky. The tape deck runs its final lap, the lo-fi texture thickens as every line upon the page with sorrow slowly quickens. A crystalline sigh escapes into the freezing midnight air, leaving nothing in the wooden desk but heavy cold despair. Oh, read the unsent letter that was buried in the dark, dying like a lonely solitary forgotten spark. 70s deep devotion and an 80s glassy sheen, the most heartbreaking story that the world has ever seen. We spent our youth constructing words we never got to say, and now we're left with silent tears that rain upon today. The letter stays through endless days, unsent forever in the drawer where love quietly decays. The street lamp casts an amber light along the brickwork gray, illuminating shadows where our footsteps used to stray. I walk along the narrow path where we once walked as one, chasing after phantom warmth of a long forgotten sun. My shadow stretches out alone against the cold, damp wall, wishing for your gentle hand to catch me as I fall. I watch the yellow glow from far behind my window frame, to the chilly wind that softly calls your name. The brickwork holds the memory of two silhouettes entwined, leaving only sorrow in the heart you left behind. The acoustic guitar weeping through the quiet midnight street, echoing the heavy sound of my own heart's faint beat. The light is flickering in the dark, the street is cold and bare, drowning out the sweet refrain we used to warmly share. Oh, see the velvet shadow fading on the alley wall, washing away the tender days before the bitter fall. 70s deep longing and an 80s misty sheen, the saddest love story that the world has ever seen. We built a world of simple grace beneath the street lamp light, and now we're left with shadows creeping deeper in the night. The brick wall holds no warmth tonight, the amber light turns dim, the shadows split, the darkness wins, the magic fades away. Don't tell me time will paint again the colors that we lost. This wall is frozen over with a thick and bitter frost. The tape saturation swells as the lo-fi texture blurs the outline of the happy lovers that we once both were. A icy breath is drifting out into the stormy air, leaving nothing on the street but silent, heavy care. Oh, see the velvet shadow fading on the alley wall, washing away the tender days before the bitter fall. 70s deep longing and an 80s misty sheen, the saddest love story that the world has ever seen. We built a world of simple grace beneath the street lamp light, and now we're left with shadows creeping deeper in the night. The shadow dies beneath dark skies, the alley wall remembers where our young love lies. The black receiver sits in peace upon the nightstand small, refusing every silent prayer I whisper to the wall. I dial your number digit by digit in the midnight gloom, listening to the dial tone that echoes through the room. The mechanical cold sound is cutting through my chest, proving that your distant heart has found another rest. I sit beside my phone as well, with hands that holding back the desperate tears and stories left untold. I lift the piece and hear the hum of wires stretching far, dividing us like endless skies beneath a lonely star.
The saxophone begins to play a low and mournful line,
echoing the painful truth
that you are no more mine. The copper wires carry noise, but never carry grace, leaving both our aching hearts stranded in this space. So listen to the silent phone that never rings tonight, dying in the shadows of the fading streetlight. 70s deep yearning and an 80s neon blue, the saddest song of separation sung by me and you. We built a line of promises we thought would never break, and now we're left with dial tones and bitter hearts that ache. The line goes dead, the tone dissolves, the midnight grows so chill.
The handle drops, the wire sways, the magic vanishes.
Don't tell me words will find a way across the distance fast. This telephone is connecting us to nothing but the past. The tape hiss swells much thicker now, the lo-fi texture blurs the outline of the happy lovers that we once both were.
The icy breath is drifting out into the stormy air,
leaving nothing on the line but
silent heavy care. Oh, listen to the silent phone that never rings tonight, dying in the shadows of the fading streetlight.
70s deep yearning and an 80s neon blue, the saddest song of separation sung by me and you.
We built a line of promises we thought would never break, and now we're left with dial tones and bitter hearts that ache. The line is dead,
No words are said,
the phone sits cold forever on the table by the bed.
the riverbank is wrapped in fog upon a winter morning cold, hiding all the golden paths that we had walked of old. The water flows beneath the ice, a silent dark stream, carrying away the remnants of our youth's sweet dream. I pull my coat around my neck against against the freezing air, searching through the heavy mist for eyes that aren't there. I stand along the opposite bank, enveloped in the white, watching as the morning sun fails to bring its light. The river width between us grows with every passing day, washing every gentle touch and loving word away. The synth pads float like icy fog across the frozen ground, echoing my silent grief without a single sound. The mist is thick, the river cold, the shores are far apart, drowning out the fragile pulse of a broken heart. Oh, see the fog that rolls across the frozen riverbank, swallowing the golden cup from which we fondly drank. 70s deep wisdom and an 80s glassy sheen, the most poetic heartbreak that the world has ever seen. We try to cross the icy stream to reach the other side, and now we're left with misty shores where lonely spirits hide. The water turns to ice tonight, the river turns to gray, the shore recedes, the mist descends, the story fades to black. Don't say the spring will melt the ice and bring us back to shore. This fog has settled in our hearts forever, evermore. The tape deck runs its slow decay, the lo-fi texture thickens as every breath upon the bank with quiet sorrow quickens. A crystalline sigh escapes into the freezing morning air, leaving nothing on the riverbank but heavy, cold despair. Oh, see the fog that rolls across the frozen riverbank, swallowing the golden cup from which we fondly drank. 70s deep wisdom and an 80s glassy sheen, the most poetic heartbreak that the world has ever seen. We try to cross the icy stream to reach the other side, and now we're left with misty shores where lonely spirits hide. The fog remains bound in cold chains, the frozen river carries off our lingering last pains. The silver screen is white and blank inside the quiet hall. The velvet seats are empty now along the dusty wall. I sit alone in row 13 where we once held our hands, trapped inside a movie of a love no one understands. The projector light is turned off now. The shadows claim the room, leaving me with phantom words that echo through the gloom. I wander through the lobby where the posters fade away, holding on to memories of a brighter yesterday. I hear your laughter echoing across the carpet red, reminding me of sweet confessions that you softly said. The acoustic guitar weeping through the silent empty space, mirroring the sorrow written deeply on my face. The curtains fall, the show is done, the lights will never rise, drowning out the beauty of our bittersweet goodbyes. Oh, listen to the echoes in the empty theater hall, dying in the shadows where the heavy curtains fall. 70s deep wisdom and an 80s neon glow, the most heartbreaking movie that two lovers could ever know. We bought 2 tickets for a journey we could never take, and now we're left with empty seats and bitter hearts that ache. The reel is still, the beam is dead, the hall is icy gray. The poster tears, the magic dies, the story comes to end. Don't say another show will start when morning breaks the night. This theater is a tomb for dreams that lost their golden light. The tape is running thin and old, the lo-fi texture blurs the outline of the happy lovers that we once both were. Icy breath is drifting out into the freezing air, leaving nothing in the cinema but heavy cold despair. Oh, listen to the echoes in the empty theater hall, dying in the shadows where the heavy curtains fall. 70s deep wisdom and an 80s neon glow, the most heartbreaking movie that two lovers could ever know. We bought 2 tickets for a journey we could never take, and now we're left with empty seats and bitter hearts that ache. The screen is dark, no final spark. The empty theater holds our love, leaving a painful mark. The backseat of the night bus shakes along the bumpy road, carrying my weary heart and its heavy, painful load. The streetlights smear in yellow streaks across the foggy glass, marking down the final miles as city boundaries pass. I look across across the aisle to where you sit so still and cold,
knowing that your distant heart
is no more mine to hold. I press my forehead to the pane and watch the neon fade,
thinking of the joyful plans that we so naively made.
The engine hums a mournful tone beneath the metal floor,
signaling that we will walk together nevermore.
The rose piano plays a chord of sorrow in the dark,
as distance grows between our souls and kills our final spark.
the wheels roll on into the night,
The road is long and bare,
leaving both our aching hearts
stranded in despair. Oh, ride the last bus rolling to the suburban night, fading from the neon glare into the dark out of sight.
70s deep devotion and an 80s misty blue.
The saddest trip to nowhere ever taken by us two. We boarded for a destination we could never reach,
And now we're left with silent roads
and lessons grief must teach.
The bus stops at the final gate, the doors swing open wide,
The engine stops, the driver leaves,
the journey reaches end.
Don't say we'll catch another ride when morning shines its ray.
This bus has brought us to the place where lovers turn away.
The tape deck runs its final lap,
The lo-fi texture swells,
echoing the heavy sound of midnight parting bells.
a crystalline sigh escapes into the freezing midnight air,
Leaving nothing on the bus but heavy, cold despair. Oh, ride the last bus rolling to the suburban night, fading from the neon glare into the dark out of sight.
70s deep devotion and an 80s misty blue.
The saddest trip to nowhere ever taken by us two. We boarded for a destination we could never reach,
And now we're left with silent roads
and lessons grief must teach.
The engine dies,
Beneath dark skies, the last bus leaves us stranded where our young love quietly dies.
a faded postcard lies inside a book of poetry old, holding summer memories that winter renders cold. The blue ink of your handwriting has turned to pale gray, describing golden beaches where we used to laugh and play. I touch the corner gently where the postage stamp was placed, wondering how a love so deep could ever be erased.
I remember writing down those lines beneath the sunset sky, never knowing that those words would turn into a goodbye.
The ocean breeze, we captured them, is now an icy gale, blowing through my quiet heart and making spirit pale. The saxophone plays mournfully beneath the streetlight glow, echoing the painful weight that two young lovers know. The summer sun has sunk away, the beaches are all bare, leaving both our aching hearts stranded in despair. Oh, read the faded postcard from a summer long ago, holding on to golden days that we no longer know. 70s deep wisdom and an 80s neon sheen, the most poetic tragedy that eyes have ever seen. We promised we would meet again when autumn leaves would fall, and now we're left with faded cards and silence on the wall. The paper tears, the ink dissolves, the ocean turns to gray. The card is dropped, the memory fades, the story comes to end. Say the summer will return to warm this frozen shore. This postcard is a ticket to a home that exists no more. The tape is running thin and old, the lo-fi texture blurs the outline of the happy dreamers that we once both were. A crystalline sigh escapes into the freezing midnight air, leaving nothing on the paper but heavy cold despair. Oh, read the faded postcard from a summer long ago, holding on to golden days that we no longer know. 70s deep wisdom and an 80s neon sheen, the most poetic tragedy that eyes have ever seen. We promised we would meet again when autumn leaves would fall, and now we're left with faded cards and silence on the wall. The postcard fades in winter shades. The summer beach is quiet now, where all our memories decay. The wooden bridge is silent under winter extending like a lonely path into the freezing night. My heavy boots leave deep marks in the fresh and powdery snow, walking away from every warmth that we used to know. The falling flakes come down so fast to cover up my stride, hiding all the painful tears I tried so hard to hide. I stand along the bridge's edge and watch you walk away, leaving me with chilly shadows of our yesterday. My own small footprints disappear beneath the falling sleet, erasing where two lovers used to so softly meet. The synth paths float like icy fog across the river wide, echoing the quiet grief I keep locked deep inside. The snow falls thick upon the wood, the river flows below, drowning out the gentle vows we made a year ago. Oh, see the fading footsteps on the snowy wooden bridge, vanishing into the dark beyond the frozen ridge. 70s deep devotion and an 80s misty blue, the saddest song of winter parting sung by me and you. We walked across the river hoping spring would soon arrive, and now we struggle in the cold to keep our love alive. The bridge is covered white tonight, the footsteps are no more. Snow lands soft, the tracks die out, the story turns to ice. Don't say the sun will melt the snow and show our path again. This winter brings an endless cold of solitary pain. The tape saturation deepens as the lo-fi texture swells. An icy breath escapes into the freezing midnight air, leaving nothing on the bridge but silent heavy care. Oh, see the fading footsteps on the snowy wooden bridge, on the snowy wooden bridge, vanishing into the dark beyond the frozen ridge. 70s deep devotion and an 80s misty blue, the saddest song of winter parting sung by no one but us two. We walked across the river hoping spring would soon arrive, and now we struggle in the cold to keep our love alive. The snow falls down on this dark town, the footsteps vanish silently without a single sound. The glass chimney grows dark with soot as oil begins to run, signaling the quiet end of what we had begun. begun. The yellow flame is dancing low against the wooden wall, casting giant trembling shadows as the raindrops fall. I turn the brass knob carefully to raise the fading wick, listening to the clock upon the shelf go tick by tick. The room grows cold and shadowy beneath the dimming light, mirroring the darkness settling in our hearts tonight. I watch the tiny flicker fight against the rising gloom, knowing that our precious love has met its silent doom. The organ hums a steady prayer of sorrow in the dark, for two lost lovers failing to protect their final spark. The fuel is spent, the glass is hot, the room begins to fade, leaving both our aching hearts stranded in the shade. Oh, watch the kerosene lamp flickering in the stormy night, dying slowly in the room without a fight. 70s deep wisdom and an 80s glassy sheen, the most tragic heartbreak that the world has ever seen. We kept the flame alive through all the winter storms of past, and now we watch the embers die, knowing it's our last. The wick turns black, the smoke ascends, the amber light turns dim, the flame goes out, the darkness wins, the magic fully ends. Don't say another match will strike to warm this chilly room. This darkness is an endless shroud that locks us in the gloom. The tape deck runs its slow decay, the lo-fi texture thickens as every breath within the room with quiet sorrow quickens. A icy breath escapes into the freezing stormy air, leaving nothing in the room but heavy, cold despair. Oh, watch the kerosene lamp flickering in the stormy night, dying slowly in the room without a fight. 70s deep wisdom and an 80s glassy sheen, the most tragic heartbreak that the world has ever seen. We kept the flame alive through all the winter storms of past, and now we watch the embers die, knowing it's our last. A light goes out with quiet doubt, the room is dark forever as the storm winds blow about. An old guitar is leaning cold against the corner wall, holding silent chords that we brass frets hold the memories of tunes we used to play before our golden harmony had turned to dusty gray. I touch the rusted metal strings, but they are loose and dead, producing only hollow sounds of misery instead. I remember sitting close beside you on the floor, singing simple melodies that brought us peace before. Now the wood is dry and cracked, the tuning pegs won't turn, a sad symbol of the lessons lovers have to learn. The saxophone begins to weep a low and mournful line, echoing the painful truth that your song isn't mine. The tension in the wires is lost, the wood no longer rings, leaving both our aching hearts with broken silent strings. Oh, listen to the old guitar with loose and unbound strings. You to all the sweet romance that true devotion brings. 70s pure longing and an 80s misty blue. The saddest song of dissonance sung by me and you. We try to play a song of love that time could never change, and now we're left without of tune, regrets that feel so strange. The bridge gives way, the sound hole muted, graying in the shade. The music dies, the silence reigns, the story comes to end. Don't say that we can tune the strings to find our song once more. This wooden body holds a crack that reaches to the core. The lo-fi texture thickens as the tape hiss softly sings, a lullaby for shattered notes and lost engagement rings. A crystalline sigh escapes into the cold and midnight air, leaving nothing on the frets but silent, heavy care. Oh, listen to the old guitar with loose and unbound strings, mute to all the sweet romance that true devotion brings. 70s pure longing and an 80s misty blue. The saddest song of dissonance sung by me and you. We try to play a song of love that time could never change, and now we're left without of tune, regrets that feel so strange. The strings fall flat, and that is that. The old guitar stays quiet on the lonely woven mat. rusted iron chains swing slow beneath the twilight sky. In an empty neighborhood park where autumn breezes sigh, the wooden seat sways back and forth upon the dusty ground, casting a long and lonely shadow without making sound. I stand beside the sandpit where we sat till night would fall, listening to distant crows that softly make their call. I watch the empty swing from far behind the iron fence, remembering our innocence before love grew intense. We pushed each other toward the stars without a single fear, never knowing that those days would end in many a tear. The scent pads float like sunset clouds across the darkening red, calling back the gentle vows that you so softly said. The chains are cold, the seat is bare, the twilight turns to black, leaving both our weary souls with no way to turn back. Oh, look at the swing set swaying in the quiet evening shade, holding on to golden memories that will never fade. 70s deep wisdom and an 80s neon glow, the most poetic heartbreak that young lovers could ever know. We reach for heaven on a swing beneath the summer sun, and now we watch the empty chains when all our days are done. The motion slows, the shadow merges with the coming night. The coming night. The creaking stops, the darkness falls, the magic fades away. Don't say we'll sit upon the swing when sunny spring returns. This empty seat is heavy with the bridges that it burns. The tape saturation deepens as the vintage reverb swells, echoing the mournful chime of distant parting bells. An icy breath escapes into the freezing twilight air, leaving nothing in the park but silent heavy care. Oh, look at the swing set swaying in the quiet evening shade, holding on to golden memories that will never fade. 70s deep wisdom and an 80s neon glow, the most poetic heartbreak that young lovers could ever know. We reach for heaven on a swing beneath the summer sun, and now we watch the empty chains when all our days are done. The swing stands still on twilight's hill, the shadow vanishes completely in the evening chill. envelope is resting cold beside my teacup pail, bearing your familiar script that tells a tragic tale. The red wax seal is unbroken, resting tight and round, holding painful words inside without a single sound.
I reach out with a heavy hand, but pull my touch away, fearing what your final lines are trying hard to say.
I wrote those words with trembling hands beneath the candlelight,
pouring out my aching heart into the silent night.
I sealed the paper tightly so my tears would never show, hoping you would understand the things you ought to know.
The saxophone plays mournfully behind the curtain gray,
echoing the painful truth we try to push away. The seal remains, the ink is dark, the paper holds its peace, leaving both our weary souls with sorrow that won't cease. Oh, look at the unopened letter sitting in the dark, guardians of a dying dream and our lost final spark. 70s deep wisdom and an 80s glassy rain,
The most heartbroken story written in a frame of pain.
we built a world of honesty
That broke along the sea,
Now we leave the envelope,
unopened in a dream.
the paper fades, the wax grows cold, the ink turns pale and gray.
The letter lies, the secret stays, the magic fully ends.
Don't tell me I should break the seal and read what lies within.
Some endings are too sharp to face, where bitter truth begin.
The lo-fi texture thickens as the background static grows,
Revealing all the sorrow that a lonely spirit knows.
a icy breath is drifting out into the
Stormy air,
leaving nothing on the desk but silent.
heavy care. Look at the unopened letter sitting in the dark, guardians of a dying dream and our lost final spark.
70s deep wisdom and an 80s glassy rain,
The most heartbroken story written in a frame of pain. We built a world of honesty that broke along the seam,
and now we leave the envelope,
unopened in a dream.
the seal stays whole,
To spare the soul,
the unread letter holds the grief that takes its heavy toll. simple band of silver rests inside a velvet bed, reflecting no more golden light from promises we said. The polished sheen has turned to black beneath the passing years, tarnished by the heavy dust of forgotten tears. I take it out and hold it close against my calloused palm, wishing that its circle still could bring my spirit calm. I remember when you placed that ring upon my hand, vowing for an endless love in youth's untamed land. Now the metal sits cold and dark, a shadow of our vow, proving that the golden days are all behind us now. The acoustic guitar weeping through the empty silent room, wrapping both our tender hearts inside this heavy gloom. The shine is lost, the silver dark, the circle feels so tight, drowning out the precious spark that brightened up the night. Oh, look at the tarnished silver ring that holds our broken past, proving that the purest dreams were never meant to last. 70s deep devotion and an 80s misty blue, the saddest song of fading vows sung by me and you. We pledged our youth with simple silver under summer skies, and now we watch the metal darken as our young love dies. The box is closed, the silver dark, the velvet turns to gray. The ring drops down, the circle breaks, the magic comes to end. Don't say that we can polish back the shine we lost in tears. This tarnish was carved deeply by the silence of the years. The tape deck runs its slow decay, the lo-fi texture blurs the outline of the happy dreamers that we once both were. A crystalline sigh escapes into the freezing midnight air, leaving nothing in the box but heavy, cold despair. Oh, look at the tarnished silver ring that holds our broken past, proving that the purest dreams were never meant to last. 70s deep devotion and an 80s misty blue, the saddest song of fading vows sung by me and you. We pledged our youth with simple silver under summer skies, and now we watch the metal darken as our young love dies. The silver pales as memory fails, the tarnished ring lies dark forever in our sorrow's veils. wet street reflects the neon lights in shades of red and blue. Slick asphalt holds the shadows of the past I shared with you. Raindrops splash against the road and blur our reflection bright, tearing down the fragile illusion in the middle of the night. I walk alone along the curb where we once walked in grace, searching through the puddles for your long-forgotten face. I watch the street from high above, behind a rain-streaked pane, listening to the heavy hum of wind and falling rain. The dark asphalt swallows up the warmth we left behind, leaving only cold regret inside my weary mind. The saxophone begins to play a low and mournful line, echoing the painful truth that you are no more mine. The rain falls fast, the neon bleeds, the street is cold and bare, leaving both our aching hearts stranded in despair. Oh, see the shadows fading on the wet asphalt below, washing away the gentle days that we used to know. 70s deep longing and an 80s neon glow, the saddest urban tragedy that two young lovers know. We painted dreams upon the street in colors bright and clear, and now we watch them wash away into a bitter tear. The neon dims, the water swells, the pavement turns to gray. The shadow splits, the rain drowns out, the story fades to black. Don't say the rain will clear away and leave a sunny street. This asphalt holds the bitter place where parting lovers meet. The tape saturation swells as the vintage river deepens, as every memory of our youth with quiet sorrow steepens. An icy breath escapes into the stormy midnight air, leaving nothing on the road but silent, heavy care. Oh, see the shadows fading on the wet asphalt below, washing away the gentle days that we used to know. 70s deep longing and an 80s neon glow, the saddest urban tragedy that two young lovers know. We painted dreams upon the street in colors bright and clear, and now we watch them wash away into a bitter tear. The shadows die under rain-soaked skies, the wet street washes clean the place where our young love lies. Another diary rests open at the final blank white page. The final scene is set upon our youth's romantic stage. The ink upon the previous sheets has dried to faded brown, recording all the happiness and tears that pulled us down. I hold the pen above the paper with a trembling hand, writing down the final words we both must understand. I read the lines we wrote together through the years gone by, every chapter filled with hope beneath the summer sky. Now the last page waits in silence for the story's final line, marking the absolute end of what was yours and mine. The Hammond organ hums a gentle, majestic, solemn prayer, wrapping all our 30 songs inside the midnight air. The book is full, the ink runs dry, the final line is drawn, leading both our weary hearts into a quiet dawn. Oh, read the last page written in the diary of our youth, accepting with a heavy sigh the heartbreaking truth. 70s pure wisdom and an 80s glassy rain, the grand poetic masterpiece of unforgotten pain. We wrote a book of 30 songs with tears and golden grace, and now we close the heavy cover in this silent space. The pen is placed, the ink is dry, the paper turns to gray. The book is closed, the story done, the journey reaches end. Don't say another book will open when the morning breaks. This diary holds the deepest love that a devoted spirit makes. The tape saturation deepens as the lo-fi texture wells. A crystalline sigh escapes into the cold and midnight air, leaving nothing in the book but peace amidst despair. Oh, read the last page written in the diary of our youth, accepting with a heavy sigh the heartbreaking truth. 70s pure wisdom and an 80s glassy rain, the grand poetic masterpiece of unforgotten pain. We wrote a book of 30 songs with tears and golden grace, and now we close the heavy cover in this silent space. The diary ends as night descends. We close the 30 chapters where our tragic story blends.